Good evening. If you would please bow your heads. At this time, we are going to observe a moment of silence for the tragedy that occurred yesterday in Uvalde, Texas. Thank you. And now welcome student Aubrey Lopez to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. If you would please stand, remove your hats, and bow your heads as we ask the Lord to bless this day of joy and celebration. Dear God, as we gather here today to celebrate a step forward into new places with new people and new experiences, let us not forget the blessings that follow behind us. We thank you for giving us the opportunity to expand our minds and build relationships over these past 12 years. We thank you for this school, for giving us a safe place to learn, and we thank you for our teachers, counselors, and administrators who have so greatly helped each one of us bloom into the students we are today. Thank you for the friends that we have found amongst our classmates, for the jokes that we will laugh about in years to come, for the hardships and tears we have endured together, and for your love, which has been made apparent through relationships we will carry with us beyond these walls. And especially on this day, we thank you, Lord, for our families who have cheered us on from the beginning and who have been our biggest supporters throughout our journey. Lord, I pray that you look out for the safety and health of everyone who has traveled here to celebrate our accomplishments, that although many of us will soon be parting from one another, that we will never be apart from your love and mercy. Please bless this graduation ceremony and help us cherish these moments of celebration this evening. We ask that you surround us with your grace and bless us with the hope that we may move on to the future with open minds and kind hearts. In your name we pray, amen.
It is my pleasure to welcome students, families, and faculty to the very first graduation day in the history of Davenport High School. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors and the pledges. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all. And now for the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Thank you, and please be seated. I would like to introduce you to our campus administration. Mr. Deloach, our principal. Ms. Lysing, academic dean. Ms. Cortez, assistant principal. Ms. Pappas, assistant principal. And Mr. Strassner, assistant principal. As well as our counselors, Ms. Gates, Ms. Cordeaux, and Ms. Baker-Weiss, and Ms. Uptain, the academic and career advisor. At this time, I would like to welcome our principal, Mr. Deloach, to the podium.
Welcome, parents, family, and friends, faculty, staff, and especially you, the graduating class of 2022. At this time, I would like to recognize our honored guest, Comal ISD Superintendent Andrew Kim. Also present tonight are the following CISD administrative staff: Joseph McKenna, Corby Wunderlich, Kristen Lewick, Krista Muffett, Mandy Epley, Steve Stanford, and Crystal Hermish. At this time, I would like to welcome Comal ISD Board of Trustees President Jason York to the podium to introduce the Comal ISD Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Mr. Deloach. Congratulations to the class of 2022 here at the inaugural graduation at Davenport High School. If you will, absolutely, if you will, join with me in welcoming the Board of Trustees, Vice President, Ms. Michelle Ross, Secretary, Mr. Tim Hennessy, Sitting Treasurer, Mr. Marty Bartlett, who's not present, Trustee Courtney Biasotti, Trustee Mr. Russell Garner, and somebody y'all may know I'd like to bring up here who's been your Board of Trustee for the last 9 years and who was as instrumental in this happening tonight as anybody, Mr. Cody Miller. Mr. Miller will be giving your welcome to you inaugural class. Mr. Miller.
Wow, with the blessing of rain, I guess the gnats come, right? It's not something we drew up for tonight, but we'll deal with it just like everything else. Well, good evening, Wolves. Welcome to Davenport, America. On behalf of all my fellow Comal ISD school board members, I want to congratulate you all on your efforts that brought you here today. It is an honor and privilege to speak to you tonight, and it's not something that I take lightly. But if you know me and my family, you can thank my two older boys, Colton and Cooper, who both told me, "Keep it short, Dad. Everybody just wants to get their diploma." I said, all right. So as graduates, you have endured many challenges and faced a tremendous amount of adversity along the way. I will say that this class has faced more than most. Opening a new school, navigating through COVID, and still managing to absolutely crush it. The success that you all have achieved is truly remarkable. Class of 2022, you have set the standard high, and you are the great start and the inaugural class that we, as a community, had all hoped and prayed for. I also want to say congratulations to Mr. Deloach and the administration team. Congratulations, teachers and coaches, and congratulations, parents and family. You should all be very proud of your success. Graduates, as you move on to the next phases in life, I am simply asking that you take time to focus on your relationships at every step. Don't miss a single opportunity to develop relationships along the way. The horrible tragedy down the road in Uvalde is a tragic reminder that life is too short and too fragile to take a single moment for granted. Don't lose the relationships that you have today with your classmates. Take the time this evening as we wrap up to go thank a teacher or a coach who has helped you along the way. It'll mean the world to them. Take the time to call home and stay close to your family. Most importantly, develop a spiritual relationship. Peace, grace, hope, and true happiness is something that only the Lord can provide. This will positively impact your life and those around you every single day. There's nothing more important to your success than the relationships that you form. Class of 2022, it's your time. Go make Davenport, America proud, and Godspeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us recognize the following senior who has chosen to enlist into the armed services and will be serving our country both on the home front and abroad. Our military enlistee is Zachary Bocanegra, Marine Corps. The following students have accepted scholarships to also serve in the military. They will be attending their college of choice in the Reserve Officer Training Course. Please hold all applause until the names are called. Will the following students please stand and remain standing until all names are called? Christian Cage, University of Texas, U.S. Army. Emma Johnson, Baylor University, U.S. Army. Christian Lafferty, University of Texas, U.S. Navy. Simon Saberon, Southern Methodist University, U.S. Army. Nicholas Sundstrom, Texas A&M, U.S. Army. And David Van Horn, Texas A&M, U.S. Army. Let us give these young adults a round of applause to show our appreciation. Thank you for your dedication to God and country. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, it brings me great pleasure to introduce our principal, Matthew Deloche.
I now have the privilege of introducing the Salutatorian of Davenport High School, Seraphim Wright. Seraphim is graduating summa cum laude. Please welcome the Salutatorian of Davenport's graduating class of 2022, Ms. Seraphim Wright.
Good evening, Davenport class of 2022. I'm Seraphim, and first off, I'd like to thank all of our family and friends supporting us here tonight. I feel extremely honored, lucky, and a little nervous to be speaking in front of you all and representing our senior class. Honestly, when I began writing this, I had no idea what to say. I asked many of you for ideas. I read example speeches, one of them being Gwen Stacy's from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I even watched a clip of the graduation from Sweet Life on Deck, which happens to be one of the best Disney Channel series. However, because our school is unfortunately not the setting of a Disney TV show, I can't speak about our shared class experiences of discovering ancient Mayan treasures and fighting ninjas in Japan. I can, however, talk about experiences that we actually share. Right now, most of us are feeling mixed emotions that range from being excited about our futures to being sad about leaving our current relationships behind. As eager as I am to graduate and start a new chapter in my life, the thought of not seeing my friends every day is something that has been troubling me. I've been told that everyone goes through this and it is part of being a senior and growing up, but I've developed the strongest friendships I've ever had, and I'm simply not ready to let them go. However, I realize that although most of us will go our separate ways, each person I've become friends with has taught me something that will never leave me. Those things they've introduced me to have become a part of me. Even though my friends may not be part of my everyday life anymore, I'll think of them when I'm shopping at a store they made me aware of, when I'm listening to a type of music they introduced me to, or in playing a game that I like because of them. I mean, I never would have started listening to Kanye or downloaded a game called Cookie Run Kingdom on my own. I am who I am because of the people in my life, and I'd like to thank you all for that. With the realization that my journey at Davenport is coming to an end, I've recently spent a lot of time reflecting on the memories I've created during my 2 years here. From walking into Mr. Balmer's first period physics class on the first day of junior year, to my first prom, to my last first day of high school, to my first time having a friend wreck my car, to senior prom, to now our graduation, I've developed memories that I will never forget, and I owe those to you, my classmates and friends. In this speech, I've shared people that I'm thankful for and experiences I've had during high school, but each of our experiences are different, and we've all created our own memories and relationships here. While I don't know exactly what each of your memories look like or what lessons you've learned, I know that you have them. I hope that in the years to come, you are able to look back at those memories with happiness and appreciate the people you created them with. Before I conclude this speech, I'd like to thank my family for all of their love and support. I'd especially like to thank my mom for being the most caring and strongest woman I know. No matter what struggles or obstacles you've come across in your life, you've kept working hard and you've retained your beautiful personality, and I admire you so much for that. You are my role model, my favorite teacher, and my best friend. Although I don't say it enough, I appreciate you and I owe all of my successes to you, bestie. Before each of my performances for theater, she would tell me to be in the moment. Though we're about to graduate, not perform in a play, I think this is a great quote to live by. We are going to be experiencing new things, and I feel it's important to focus on the present so you don't miss out on a moment. Other than asking you to look back at your high school years and appreciate the people that bring you happiness, I don't have any final inspiring advice to give you, so I'm going to end with a Taylor Swift reference. As she once sang, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Congratulations, class of 2022. We did it.
Seraphim, if you'll come back up here, please, ma'am. Thank you, Seraphim. We would like to present this plaque. Commemorating her accomplishment and hard work, earning her the title of Salutatorian of the class of 2022. I now have the privilege of introducing our valedictorian of the class of 2022, Preston Frazier. Preston is graduating summa cum laude. Preston is a National Commended Merit Scholar and will be attending Texas A&M University. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the valedictorian of Davenport's graduating class of 2022, Mr. Preston Frazier.
Hello everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Preston Frazier, and I've been given the privilege of giving the commencement speech today. Though I'm still a little confused about the tradition of having the valedictorian speak at graduation. I mean, whose idea was it to give the kid who has spent all his time studying and doing homework, who probably doesn't have a whole lot of social or public speaking skills, give a speech on what we're supposed to do after high school? But that's what everyone's decided, so I'll do my best. Before I get started, I'd like to thank a few people. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the Lord, who has made all of this possible. Without him, I would not be standing before you here today. He has given me all that I have and has allowed me to do well in school so that hopefully I can share a little bit about who he is and what he has done for me. He has been there with me through hard times and is the only one I can always depend on no matter the situation. Whatever advice I give you today will by no means ensure you have a good experience in your next phase of life. But if you remember to depend on God in whatever situation you are in, you can have joy in knowing that whenever hard times come, you will always have him. Next, I'd like to thank my family. To my dad, thank you for showing me how to be a man who chases after Christ. for teaching me the importance of hard work, and for always showing me and the rest of our family your love through your time spent with us and the sacrifices you make, which I often take for granted. To my mom, thank you for always putting me and the rest of our family before yourself, for doing all the little things that make a huge difference in our lives, and for always checking in on me to make sure I'm okay. To my big sister, Peyton, thanks for always pushing me to grow in my faith, and for sharing your wisdom about the next steps in life when I've been totally clueless. I honestly don't know how you figured it all out without an awesome big sister to help you. To my little sister, Mason, thanks for always being someone I can laugh, tease, and joke around with, and for showing me the value of trying new things. I hope when I get to college, I can have as much courage in new situations as you do. To the rest of my family, I'm sorry for not having the time to thank you specifically, but thank you for giving me a great example of what a family united in Christ looks like. And to every family here, on behalf of my fellow graduates, we don't tell you this enough, but we love you and we appreciate all that you have done to get us to this point. Lastly, to my friends, thanks for all the good times and for making school fun to go to, because despite what some may think, I don't like going here for the worksheets. Okay, I know that was a lot, but I had a lot of people to thank, and this is one of the first times I've had the opportunity to do that in a big moment like this. Thinking about it, we've had a lot of firsts these last 2 years we've been at Davenport. First students in the school, a few first times to state, and in just a few minutes, being the first graduates the school has ever had. These are experiences that nobody else will have in the whole future of our school. That's kind of a big deal. We have been able to set the tone for how this school will function for decades to come. And I believe we have started this school's legacy with a positive note, creating a culture that makes students glad to come to school here long after we have graduated. But while we've had many firsts, we've also had our fair share of lasts. In just this past year, I've had my last high school water polo game, my last ever swim meet, and thank goodness, my last AP test. And the closer I've gotten to graduation, I've realized that these are some of the last experiences with many of the friends I have now. Many of you are likely saddened to hear this, and that's okay. I'm saddened to say it. But the good news is that we get to go out and meet new people who we can share some new firsts with, and maybe a few lasts too. We have a whole new life ahead of us, whether that's partying it up in college like me, or serving our country in the military, or being a real adult and beginning your career. That's not to say that we should abandon all we've built in high school. Even though graduation is about the end of our education, education isn't the only thing we've built here. What is perhaps just as important as the things we've learned are the moments we've created. And even though we won't be meeting in this building anymore, those moments don't have to end. We can still hang out and laugh with our friends, grab a bite to eat with them at Whataburger, and even still try to shoot each other with water guns. These moments connect all of us together in a way that doesn't simply end when we walk across the stage. How we make these moments may change, but just because something changes doesn't mean we should forget what it was. In the words of Vision from Age of Ultron, and yes, I am a nerd for including a Marvel quote in my graduation speech, a thing isn't beautiful because it lasts. We have had 2 great years here, 2 amazing years of yelling for our class at pep rallies, of screaming for the Wolves at football games, and of humming to the Alma Mater because we don't know the words. Let's not throw those experiences away just because we're graduating. So this graduation, let's celebrate all the firsts, remember all the lasts, and look more to more of both. Thank you.
Thank you, Preston. We would also like to present this plaque to Preston, commemorating his accomplishment and dedication, earning him the title of Valedictorian of the Davenport High School class of 2022. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Right here. Picture. Good evening. Let me again say thank you for joining us tonight at Davenport's class of 2022 graduation ceremony. Seated here before you is an outstanding and accomplished group of students. We have a National Merit Commended Scholar, state qualifiers in golf, track and field, and band. They're award-winning artists and musicians, countless athletes that have multiple teams to playoff berths and beyond. FFA Reserve Grand and Grand Champion showmen. We even have a published author. We heard that some will be joining the military or attending ROTC programs. Others have earned traditional academic and athletic scholarships, and still more receive scholarships to trade and industrial programs. All told, this class has earned over $2.5 million in scholarship monies to further their education. They are truly an amazing and inspiring group of young men and women, and I can't wait to see what they do next. But before they get on with everything, I want to remind them of how special they really are. They are the first class of Davenport High School, the first leaders of Davenport, taking the helm during their junior year. They have been responsible for leading the Wolves during Davenport's first 2 years of existence. They started clubs and organizations. They formed a student council. They launched a National Honor Program. They stood up a JROTC program. They chartered an FFA. And they did it all under the auspices of a global pandemic. While others were shying away, and in some cases hiding, this group of seniors built a legacy. I encourage you to take a look at the brag sheet that was handed out with tonight's program. In year 2, Davenport class of 2022 managed to lead the campus to multiple accomplishments. Whether they were actively in the spotlight, organizing behind the scenes, or cheering from the sidelines, the class of 22 was getting it done. I will be forever grateful to each and every one of you for helping to establish the culture that is Davenport. You have cemented what it means to be a member of the pack. I wish you all great success and the best of luck in the future. You truly are a first class. And I hope you always remember, BTP. I got your back. With the class of 22, please stand. President York, members of the Board of Trustees, Superintendent Kim, I do hereby certify that all of these seniors of Davenport High School standing before you this evening have met the state requirements for completion of high school and are eligible to receive their diplomas as graduates from Davenport High School. By the authority vested in me as the principal of Davenport High School, I hereby accept the recommendation of the faculty and administration and declare the assembled candidates qualified for the award they're about to be presented. On behalf of the Board of Education, I would like to extend my congratulations to each member of Davenport High School's class of 2022 and wish you continued success. Thank you, and please be seated. At this time, the presentation of diplomas will be made by the Board of Trustees. Mr. Dan Sokup, the voice of the Wolves at Davenport High School, will read the names of our graduating seniors. Let's begin with the presentation of diplomas.
Preston David Frazier. Seraphim Claire Wright. Aubrey Michelle Lopez. Ty Bradley Bourne. Sophia Andrea Soyanovsky. Tara Michaela Glebus. Skylar Jean Williams. Logan Abigail Schrantz. Nathan Armando Cedillo. Natalie Isabella Perez. Zoe Emerald Adamas. Jonel Alfredo Alcala. Peyton Riley Altmeyer. Kush Aurora. Trayvon Lamarcus Baker. Hannah Blythe Barrow. Lauren Elizabeth Batson. Ariel Samuel Blanco. Zachary Nicholas Bocanegra. Eric Alexander Brady. Jordan Connor Brown. Kiara Danae Brown. Caleb James Birch. Daniel Ryan Cachola. Christian David Kineni Cage. Audrey Rose Elizabeth Kalinas. James Matthew Campbell. Kayla Araceli Caraway. Jose Castillo Jr. Miriam Joatzin Chavez Gonzalez. Tyler Ann Chisholm. Oscar Manuel Cornejo. Caitlin Kennedy Cortinas. Tamaya Tatiana Daughtry. Brianna Michelle De Jesus. Brooklyn Marjorie Deaver. Kendall Annie Deaver. Joanne Carrito Denoy. Joneel Vincent Dodd. Timothy Orlando Dona. Zachary Herbert Duma. Elijah James Duran. Jasmati Rochelle Evans. Nathan Michael Flores. Ruben Damian Garcia. Oliver Ivan Gordillo Fernandez. Adriana Marie Goss. Amber Raynell Grant. Emily Kate Harris. Liliana Patricia Hyder. Elise Faith Hernandez. Monroe Angelina Hebert. Carolyn Nadine Hoekstra. Samantha Zoe Jasso. Elias John Asher Jewell. Emma Carolyn Johnson. Naomi Mariah Ann Johnson. Catherine Taylor Cost. Kayla Ann Kutcher. Christian Don Lafferty. Brittany Elaine Lavalas. Addison Ray Lemmy. Sergia Lerma III. Tyler Allen Little. Shelby Dawn Luker. Ruben Guadalupe Luna Tienda. Karsten Tucker Lundmark. McKenna Ann Martin. Nicole Marie Martin. Gabriel Ronan Martinez. Michael Stephen McCarty. Autumn Marie McDaniel. Anna Karen Medina Chavez. Madi Blanca Mendoza. Jesus Luis Morales. Isabella Mia Molina. Emma Lynn Montez. Molly Elizabeth Moore. John David Mole, Jr. Alyssa Marie Oveda. Kiana Nevea Ortiz. Caleb Matthew Pacheco. Shamar Ray Partee. Maddie Lynn Poole. Jonathan Daniel Powers. Ayana Nizay Savannah Reeves. Carson Jacob Robbins. Aiden Rodriguez. Fernando Valentin Rodriguez. Joshua Cole Rogers. Stephanie Amber Rosales. Caleb Neil Rudwick. Simon Glenn Saberon. Aiden Lee Samaras. Linnea Evanthea Samuelson. Mallory Ann San Miguel. Cenerity Destiny Sanchez Solitaire. Emma Lillian Schlentz. Kimberly Servine Rodriguez. Xavier Max Smith. Jalil Duran Soberall. Jamie Abigail Stanford. Joseph Isaac Starjack. Jack Lewis Stevenson. Kennedy Blythe Stovall. Timothy Tyler Stumpf. Nicholas Stephen Sundstrom. Taylor Page Swain. Lauren Abigail Talbot. Valeria Torres. Kiana Cedra Van Haren. David Alexander Van Horn. Miguel Angel Vargas. Alejandro Sebastian Vega. Miles Justice Vega. Abriana Micaela Villegas. Jesse Nicole Vroman. Emily Morgan Watts. Weston Colt Waxler. Grace Joanna Welch. Braden Zeke White. Jasmine Janae Wigginton. Ella Rose Wine. Keegan Emerson Wofford. Arwen Reina Uragas. Rebecca Lee Zarzabal.
Will the class of 2022 please rise? Please move your tassels from right to left and remain standing. Congratulations, Davenport High School class of 2022. You are now graduated. Class of 2022, we'll find your hats in a minute. Every great school is built on traditions, and there is none greater than our Davenport High School. One of the most recognizable and cherished traditions is the Alma Mater. I ask that you please stand and join in the singing of our Alma Mater and remain standing for the school's song. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to end everything tonight. Parents, I want to let you know that after the ceremony, if you'd like to come down and get a picture on the field, you're more than welcome to do that. I want to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, And I present to you the graduates of Davenport High School, the class of 2022.